Hershey Evans, number 1, Brickwall University.
Rowan Bros, number 10, D-Man Academy.
Linden Track, 11, Bar Down Academy.
Braden Pearson, number 12, Wheeling Academy.
Zach Brenneman, number 17, Boyce Middle School.
Lucas Jones, 18, Checking Academy.
Jimmy Halliday, 19, Little Pens Academy.
Cam Pelly, number 27, from K-12 Online School.
Rylan Calabrese, 30, Shutdown Academy.
Owen Golinak, number 53, Bar Down Academy.
David Trappel, number 57, and I'm from Clap Bomb Academy.
Joey Costa, 59, Eden Hall Academy. Danny Foster, 88, Mercer Elementary School.
Jack Carlson, 90, Back Check Your Butt Off Academy.
Tyler Bullis, number 92, Hit Academy. D'Angelo Flume, 97, Top Shelf Academy.
Good afternoon, Swirly Nation, and welcome to the Hunt Armory in the beautiful city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, for today's matchup between the Ohio Junior Blue Jackets and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Hunt Armory, a uniquely magnificent facility for today's matchup between the Pens and the Blue Jackets. I'm joined in what is a traveling and fully built Cine TV oven up above the ice service here at the Hunt Armory, and I'm joined by the Commodore George Pearson.
Jeremy, good to be back in the Cine oven, and what a venue to have the boys play it in today. Just a really unique rink here, and something that I think that the players and the parents will probably remember here for a long time.
It's a beautiful facility, a great rink. The University of Pittsburgh played here last night. Chatham University's home ice here, as well as the Pittsburgh Warriors, one of the veteran groups, plays out of this facility quite frequently. It's the first permanent hockey facility built within the city limits in over 30 years, I believe.
Wow.
So neat. The last time they had ice like this in the city was the outdoor game at Heinz Field. So, but this, a more permanent facility they use throughout the winter. The rink is removable. They do remove it in the summer, and as we'll give you some shots around the rink here at different times throughout the game, you can see maybe not the best insulated facility. You could think this would get pretty hot in the summer.
I would think so. But did they leave the ice in all summer?
No.
Okay.
They removed the ice. They
Okay.
removed the boards. And in fact, this is a little bit better setup than they even had last year. As I do believe they're exploring making it a permanent facility, just trying to get an idea for what that would cost. Obviously, the Penguins heavily involved in that. I'm sure some of the local universities with hockey teams would be interested in some of that as well. I have personal ideas that I will be happy to share with everyone involved. So
I know I'm always interested in your ideas.
I don't love the fact that there's a whole bunch of other people joining us on this not so sturdy roof.
Yeah. The Cine oven is packed with people.
Completely unnecessary when there's bleachers. But
here we go. Penguins.
If we come crashing to the earth, please somebody dial 911.
Penguins coming off a big weekend last weekend, Jeremy. 3 wins against the Philadelphia Hockey Club. Good to see the boys get back after the long holiday break. And now here we are for a 2-game set today against the 15th ranked Columbus Blue Jackets.
Yeah, Well, whatever. Not my clowns, not my circus. So Penguins Jackets, this will look a lot like an NHL game for you. We've seen these teams clash before on the NHL ice. Now we'll get to see it at the 11-year-old level.
That's right.
10 and 11-year-old level, I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah, it should be a great matchup and a fun atmosphere here. I think most of the Columbus fans with the 1 p.m. start made the trek to Pittsburgh this morning. We'll see if that plays a factor early in the game here, Jeremy. Will some of these Columbus players have car legs, or will they be coming out ready to go? Definitely some concern here with the amount of people on this roof that we're sitting on.
Yeah, not sure why we have to have 30 people on the roof when there's bleachers. But okay. We'll bring you the starting lineups here. From the Hunt Armory in net for the Penguins, number 30, Rylan Calabrese. Your defense, number 27, Cameron Pelly, and 57, David Chappell up front for the Penguins. Your wings, the OG 53, Owen Golnack. The left wing, number 97, D'Angelo Flume, and at center, number 12, Braden Pearsall. And we drop the puck here from the Hunt Armory. Face-off controlled by the Penguins. It's Pelly up the wall. That's picked off by Columbus and put back in the Penguin zone, where Pelly will take control, getting it back up to the line and out on what will become an offside play. So a quick whistle here about 13 seconds in.
Looked like the Penguins were about to get out of the zone on a fast break, and the puck and Owen Golnack seemed to bounce off the ref. So some unfortunate luck there for the Penguins early on.
Face off this time controlled by Columbus, or Ohio, and dumped in by Huffnagel. They are from Columbus. They go by Ohio, I believe. As a rolling puck back at the Penguin line will be picked up by Flume. Good puck pressure here by Ohio early on. Huffnagel will fire it back in behind Calabrese again. First 35 seconds or so have been played in the Penguins' end here, as Chappell will get control. Up the wing off the skate of Golnack. He twists in front of the scorer's box, manned by, looks like Brenneman and Burrows. Back in behind the net is Pearsall, digging in, looking to control the puck. Does a great job with the feet to kick it free. Up to the point, it'll come to Foster. Foster across for Bolus. Bolus shooting one. Puck deflects to the corner. It'll be controlled by Ohio in their own end, under pressure from the Penguins as they break it out the far side. D-to-D play at the Penguin line will be bounced off the wall, looking for Carlson. Rejected by Ohio, picked back up by Bolus, and he'll find Carlson on the second attempt. He'll wind, he'll fire that shot, blocked. Halliday to it along the boards. He'll tap it to the corner where he follows up and works the puck in front for Jones. A rolling puck will be taken by Ohio as they begin the breakout. Pressured by Foster. Puck dislodged, it'll be Carlson to it in the Penguin end. Up the outside for a one-touch by Halliday to the power forward Jones, streaking into the zone. Tries the Lemieux there.
Oh, boy.
Look to split the D.
I like that.
Good defensive play by Ohio to cut him off, and the Penguins will complete a line change. It's Costa. Brother Joey on the forecheck. And it'll free things up for Brenneman. Good puck pressure. Rolling puck picked up by Pearsall. He'll carry it behind the net. Setting up shop in Gretzky's office. Over for Brenneman. Up to the point, a rolling puck for Track. Tries to tap it into the middle of the ice. It'll be rejected and brought back on by Ohio. Penguins overtake Pearsall at center. Here's Costa with it. In front for Brenneman.
Nice play there by Brenneman, driving the net. That center drive play.
He was driven into the area behind the cage where a battle ensues. It'll be Ohio coming away with it. Rolling puck picked up by Track. Track off the boards for Brenneman. Here's Pearsall gaining the zone. Has Costa. He'll cut to the middle. Costa doing a good job taking the defense with him as, Big Ben strikes one here in the city of Pittsburgh. I should say first public skating surface in the city, as the Penguins have obviously had their rink available to them at both the Civic Arena and PPG Paints Arena over those years. Here's Carlson in the corner. Out in front, trying to break out the near side for Flume. That's cut off, and Ohio right back in with the pressure. Penguins able to counterattack. Here's Golnack up the wing. He'll dump it in behind the cage.
Oh, boy. Nice play there down low, Jeremy. Carlson behind the net. No-look backhand pass to Golnak, who one-touches it to the front of the crease there, where Flume almost deposited that puck into the net. Really nice work down low.
Penguins with a high-end scoring chance here about 3.5 minutes into the first frame.
No shots on goal being kept on the scoreboard, so you'll get the Commodores' unofficial shot clock here as the game goes on.
As Golnak works it down low. It's deflected by Ohio to the corner. Here's Carlson with it along the wall up to the point for Foster. Foster across to Bolus. Bolus down low for Flume. Flume lets it go to the corner for behind the net for Golnak, who tries to get Flume on the give and go. Good play there as we see this tic-tac-toe passing of the boys in black. Ohio in their white uniforms today. White jerseys with the Blue Jacket logo on the chest, blue shoulder pads and pants, white socks with blue and red striping throughout, and blue buckets. The Penguins in the gin and juice black jerseys going right to left on your big screen TV, your tablet on your phone. The black jerseys with Pittsburgh from the right shoulder to the left hip. The black pants with gold stripes, the black socks with gold and white stripes, and the iconic gold Pens Elite helmets that you saw the big club wear last night in their 4-1 victory over the Ottawa Senators.
That's right. The big boy, the 18-0 team, as I refer to it, 18 and over team, was buzzing last night, 4-1.
I was at that game, was lucky enough to attend with the entire family, and my kids quickly found friends to hang out with.
Of course they did. They make friends easier than you, don't they?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so school friends for Cameron, a hockey buddy from Erie for Squish, so and I think a bunch of those Erie players may be watching Cine TV here on their way home today.
Oh, nice.
As they came down to play the South Pittsburgh Rebellion and then picked up the Penguins-Ottawa game as a shot comes in from Halliday off of a defender into the paraphernalia of the goaltender.
Jeremy, one thing I've noticed here, the first few shifts, the Penguins D making some really great choices, really good decisions. You saw Tyler Bolus on the shift before. He made 3 or 4 passes at the point where he drew the opposition forward towards him and made a nice pass down the board. Just some really nice work there by the Pens D.
As Ohio comes flying into the Penguin zone, defended to the outside by Track. They'll carry it around behind the cage and set up on the near side wing. Playing it back to the corner where they battle. It's Bros in deep looking for his partner Track. Twins, Track and Bros, like Schwarzenegger and DeVito. Ohio keeps it in the Penguins' end. It'll be Bros around behind again for Track. Supported well by Pearsall behind the net. They battle on.
Jeremy, keep an eye on number 8 here, Denny, for the Blue Jackets. Definitely a dangerous player on this squad.
As here's a breakout feed from Track. It's a 2-on-1 for the Penguins. It's Jones with Halliday feeding it in front. Good back pressure there by Ohio. Breaks up the play, but the Penguins stay on the puck. Halliday along the wall. Coming towards the middle, here's Carlson to the corner. Up to the point. Penguins doing a good job low to high here in this one.
See, there it is again.
Pelly to Carlson. Weaves around one. Feeds it in front for a backhander to be pushed towards the cage by Jones. Halliday will battle, supported by Jones. 2 players go down as Halliday comes away with the biscuit. Crank up the boards. Can they clear? They will. I think that's Baxendale able to get control for Ohio, getting it all the way to the Penguins line. Taken there by Carlson as the Jackets get a change. Carlson into the zone. Cross ice feed. Looking for Costa along the wall. Ohio able to wedge it out and all the way through to the Penguins' end. It'll be an icing if it's far enough, and it is.
Let's watch here, Jeremy, as the game goes on. We're seeing a lot of action from the D. Again, at the Penguins defense at the point, moving the puck well. You saw Pelly there. It was Bolus a few shifts ago. You saw Pelly on that shift. Draw the defender, throw it down the boards to his teammate. Just really nice play, controlling the play from the point.
Battle just inside the Jackets line will be controlled by the Penguins. Foster at center. An indirect feed to Brenneman as he gains the zone for Carlson's shot. His shot, stick on puck deflection by the Jacket defense as Brenneman tries to pull it out from behind, Costa from behind the cage, trying to wedge it in short side.
Physical play behind the net. It looked like that was Brenneman who took the brunt of that play as the Penguins were chopping away, trying to get on the board first here.
It'll be an offensive zone face-off near side for the Penguins. Coming to you live from the magnificent Hunt Armory here in the city of Pittsburgh. The Squirrel Hill neighborhood just outside of Oakland is a feed in front for Pearsall's off the goaltender's shoulder.
That's a set play they ran there.
Bolus, shot from the point, that's blocked. Back comes Ohio, but under immediate pressure from the speedy Golnak. The Jackets will dump in and will get another ice halfway through period 1 of a 0-0 game.
Jeremy, those are the underrated, unsung plays there. You see Owen Golnak with the strong forecheck. He got to the player before he got the red line, so he was forced to dump it in. That's an icing. So the possession here in the offensive zone, that's due to the defensive work, the back checking by Owen Golnak on that play.
We want to remind you, you can tweet the booth. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's what we ask. We are adding tens of thousands of subscribers every single week. So make sure you do us a favor, hit the subscribe button. If you have a Gmail account, you also have a YouTube account. Go ahead, log into that, hit the subscribe button. We've got number one fan, Aunt Stephanie, out there, as well as chiming in from the OTB, where I believe there are lines on this contest. Mike Jones. Jackets fans joining us here, calling for, and they'll get their trip call here. As the Penguins swipe at it, no control, and we'll get the whistle, and they're going to call a hook.
That's right. Jeremy, this is the second time these teams have played this year. The first was all the way back on September 9th. The very first game the Penguins played this year was against this Columbus team in Rochester, New York. 6-0 win for the Penguins. They played 3 times over the last 2 years, twice last year. The Penguins being victorious. Sometimes, though, the score does not tell the story. This is a dangerous team, a lot of talent, and a team that can capitalize on the mistakes that you make. So, got to stay on guard here.
And now they're going to head to the man advantage. A 5-on-4 power play for 90 seconds here for the Columbus, Ohio Junior Blue Jackets, as they work the half wall, getting it into the middle for a backhander. Kicked out by Calabrese. Make the second save, and sweet buttery crumpets. That was a beauty.
What a save there by Calabrese.
An absolute 10-beller. Jones short-handed with a heavy shot. And back come the Jackets as we go back and forth here. Jackets with a man advantage. Forced to the outside by the defenseman Chappell.
Physical play there by Chappell.
I like that being across the board. We saw it in the Columbus zone. I think it's a good angling play. Mm-hmm. It is hockey, not tiddlywinks. There should be some contact. As out comes Jones. Heavy blast from the point. Stick on puck deflection as it rolls in on net. 40 seconds left on the man advantage for Ohio. No ice here. As Ohio will dump it in from deep in their own end. They say it was deflected around the neutral zone area by an Ohio player. They work that half wall setup back to the point. Now back to the half wall. Fanning on a pass but controlling to the corner. They'll go back up to the point again. Down low, missing the forward along the wings. It'll be Bolus rimming it around for Foster. Coming down low to get it though is Brenneman.
There we go, Jimmy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that Brenneman?
It is.
Yeah, it is Brenneman. I saw Halliday out there, so I wasn't 100% sure. As Ohio wedges it back in towards the net. It'll skip just wide. Skipper. I like that.
Oh, the Commodore, I like that.
As the power play is over for Ohio, the Penguins are back to full strength. It's Brenneman on the forecheck, freeing it up for Pearsall's heavy shot to the glove and flashing the leather. So some excellent goaltending in the last few moments.
Yeah, you'll see, as the game goes along here, those turning points, Jeremy. That save by Calabrese on the back door. He went into the full split, made a big save, and those can be points where the game can turn. So we'll see what happens in the next few minutes here.
Next whistle, maybe we'll bring you that replay of the Calabrese save, as I was able to capture it. As the Penguins work it deep in the Ohio zone. Taken by Ohio near side, wedged up the wall, cut off by Pearsall. He gets it into the middle for Golnak. It'll bounce just past his stick, but he tracks it all the way to the wall. Around behind the cage. The Jackets will reverse back towards Golnak, crashing in on the puck, but they're able to control to the outside before it's picked off by Pearsall, working it for Golnak. They've got Costa hanging out in front. Line's a little jumbled here. from what I can tell.
Yeah, it looks like with the power play, Coach Hannan has adjusted the wing pairs a bit.
Penguins will work it deep again. Pinning Ohio in their end here after this penalty kill. Maybe the Penguins got some life from the PK as Ohio's going to ice it here. And we'll head back to the Jacket zone. Here's that replay of the big Calabrese save.
Look at that puck. It's going to get thrown on net. Rebound out. Oh, what a save there.
A beauty of a stop by Rylan Calabrese.
Number 30.
As Chappie winds and fires one. It goes just wide. Comes out the other side for pressure by Jones and forced behind the Ohio net. Penguins are sticking to their game. Puck pressure, speed, but back comes Ohio.
Great stick play there by Chappell. Holy moly.
Phenomenal strength on that twig in order to spin around like a do-si-do defensive play and get control. All the way to the Ohio end where Jones and Flume come together to pressure. Ohio will work it up the right wing side here. Chappie defending again. Now Jones across for Pelly. Penguins with potential numbers here. As looking for Carlson. Goes off of his stick. They'll say no icing on that one as well. Penguins will hound it into the Ohio zone where they try the right wing side. Bolus crashing down. Ohio gets it by 3-on-2 for the Jackets as they twist at the line.
What a play. Thank you, Bolus.
Bolus coming heavily back into his defensive position there after crashing down the boards in the offensive zone. He'll end up with control, and they'll try their right wing side for a tap pass to the speedy Pearsall, weaving in. He's had a number of scoring chances so far in this one. I've got him to find the back of the cage here soon. Good defensive play by Foster to chop it away and find Halliday. Halliday in front, rolling puck, comes to Brenneman, chops at it with the backhand, picked up by Ohio, and back they come. Into the zone on an onside play. Dumping and finishing a change will be the Jackets as Foster picks it up. Foster reversing for Bolus. Look at the poise. Oh, as Halliday bumped in front of the Penguin bench.
Penguins coach is looking for a call there, didn't get it.
It'll be brought on by Ohio. Off the skate of Track, picked up by Burrows and rimmed around. Track up for the OG, all the way across for Flume. Can he tap it by? He just couldn't. That would have been dangerous.
That would have been.
Here's Brenneman back with it, up for Golnack. Golnack to the red line and deep. Carlson, like a dart on the forecheck. He and Golnack team up to free up the puck. It'll be Flume along the boards. Back deep for Carlson. Up and off the skate of an Ohio player, but kept at the line by Track. Ohio doing a good job protecting. Look at this. 3 Ohio players, all 4 now, all in that house area. And we'll get a high stick on the puck.
I don't think that's a high sticking penalty, just a high stick on the puck. Jeremy, I want to go back, talk a little bit more about Tyler Bolus. You see him make some strong plays thus far in the game. On that last shift, you see him pinch, trying to keep the puck in the zone, and the puck was able to get by him. Now, one thing that you often see is those defenders, they don't get back as quickly, right? You know, because they make the play and they're relying on their forwards to cover up. He went back checked, and actually broke up the play.
Yeah, broke up the Ohio rush. What a play.
What a play.
And it's all, like, that's hustle.
Yes.
That's 1-2. That's care.
Yes. Yeah, what a play. Bolus really looking solid so far. Now you're going to see the delayed penalty here. Penguins about to go on the power play.
As a rolling puck will be controlled by the Ohio defenseman in front of their bench, and we'll get an interference call on Ohio. Penguins are going to head to the Seven Fields Wealth Management power play.
I didn't see it, Jeremy.
Neither did I. But we can catch the replay.
That's right.
Our cameraman, Dan Foster, bringing us the beautiful live footage here from the Hunt Armory. As the puck was in behind, the Ohio play went right after it. That's a good call.
That's a good call.
So the Penguins are going to get back to what looks like the lines we're kind of used to. It'll be Brenneman and brother Joey with Pearsall, Pelly, and Chabolas. There it is. I called it. Braden Pearsall's a duck-billed platypus. Bonk, 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 bonk. The Penguins lead 1-0.
Good stuff there, Jeremy. The Penguins capitalize on that power play early, And they win the face-off, right? So critical to any power play, winning that face-off. They work it back. And the play that you saw there by Brenneman, he didn't go back to the point. He went through the seam. He went through the seam, through the Columbus defense to Pearsall, backdoor, who was able to collect the puck and fire it into the far side. 1-0 Pens.
Penguins striking with 1:07 to play here in period number 1. Chappie will find Brenneman. Brenneman will find the Ohio zone and leave it up top for Pearsall. Right back to Brenneman. Back to a heavy shot from Pelly. Rebound bouncing around in front. Will be Pearsall getting control to Pelly. Pelly to Chappell. Chappell toe dragging, changing the shooting angle. That shot blocked, but Brenneman there to pick it up. He is hammered into the wall.
Physical play.
Banked up off the boards in front of the Ohio bench and out to center. Chappell picks it up. Poise again behind the back to Pelly. He'll weave through into the offensive end. The Penguin defenseman putting on the Ritz as he battles in front of the Ohio bench before it's swiped away. It'll be Halliday at center.
Pelly held the puck long enough, allowed the Penguins to get really a full line change there.
Pelly with it again. Cross ice, feed off a stick, but it'll come free to Carlson anyway. His pass off of a skate into the Penguin zone where Bolus will pick the puck up as the horn sounds here from the Hunt Armory. We'll give you a little bit of history. 1956, President Dwight D. Eisenhower making a visit here. We've got the picture for you. At the Hunt Armory, the President of the United States speaking right here in the Cine Oven.
Is that where we're sitting? I think where he's speaking.
I think it is. Right here in the Cine Oven. It was also known as the Cine Oven back then.
Yep, that's true.
So a historic building here that the Penguins have revamped into a hockey rink. And like we've said, local schools, local colleges playing here, as well as we've seen on the board a number of public skating events coming into the rink today. We ran into some families leaving. We got into a little bit of a conversation, asked them. It was the first time for 7 of the kids who were here that they were ever skated on the ice. A little public skate beforehand. They were gone for ice cream afterwards. And I think some of them were talking about coming back because they saw there were games that were going to be played. So they might be here in the stands watching as well. So
fantastic. Yeah, what a great venue. This is my first time, and I think that's the same for quite a few players on this Penguins roster. So great to see them not be caught off guard by the atmosphere, be able to just stick to their game, get to work.
We'll also bring you some pictures later on. This named the Hunt Armory because it was an armory.
That's right.
Storing tanks and military equipment for years here in the city limits. Beautiful building out front, too. If you take a look at the thumbnail used for this game, you can see the front of the Hunt Armory. Beautiful building. Right across the street from a Catholic school here in the city. Right down from the University of Pittsburgh. Notable graduates there. Dr. Jen Evans, a University of Pittsburgh graduate, and just a brilliant pharmacist. So. Yep. Ohio with a chance down low. That's kicked out by Calabrese. Back comes Jones. In front for Carlson. Jones with it again to the point for a heavy shot from Foster. From this angle, we could see it beautifully as it went through and missed by, about 3 inches?
Looks like that. Wow, yeah. Well, you know that.
That measurement well.
Yes.
As Foster finds Carlson.
Yep. Darting
into the offensive zone. Foster at the point. Down for Halliday. It's looking side of the net for Carlson. Carlson battles behind the cage, overtaken by an Ohio player who will try the right wing for a breakout. They'll turn it back the other way now. Second period action. You would know that if I would update the scoreboard. As Pearsall jumping on the ice. Fresh legs for the Penguins. As Flume carries behind.
Notice the way the Penguins got the line change there, Jeremy, in the offensive zone. You got fresh bodies and tired bodies here for Columbus.
That could be dangerous. 1:20 into the shift here to start the second. Penguins with fresh legs.
Yep, here we go.
To the point. Just out of the Penn zone track takes, or the Ohio zone track will take over. Battled along the boards. Ohio able to get it to the Penguin line, but no further.
Columbus not able to make a change there.
Golnack jumping in to the corner, stopping and starting. Able to free up some room for Flume to come off the wall for a shot that goes just over the net. Wedged back in by the Penguins. A 2-minute shift here so far for the Jackets, kind of stuck on the ice. Track able to keep it at center. And the Jackets will gain the line. Can they get it deep? Track blocks the first one, not the second. Ohio able to get that change.
There they go. 5 fresh bodies. They needed that.
These kids are going to need to borrow an oxygen tank. As Bros gets it behind. Penguins missed an opportunity there to really get a good scoring chance.
Here we go.
Here comes Pearsall with Golnack. 2-on-1 developing. He'll feed it across. Golnack, backhander, unable to get it through.
Nice play there by Golnack to corral the puck. It was just behind him.
Great back check as well by we mentioned it on Bolus there, an Ohio defender getting back into the play. As Flume cranks it in behind, the Penguins complete a line change. Along the boards we battle. That was a longer shift for that Penguin unit too.
Sure was.
Here's Pelly with the puck in the Penguin end.
Jeremy, we don't have shots on goal thus far. I'd say they're probably about 9-5 in favor of the Penguins.
Yeah, not a ton of shots in this one so far. Both teams doing a good job defensively as one comes in off the stick of Carlson, and I think that caught the goaltender.
Nice pass there by Brenneman.
Brenneman finding Pelly for a heavy shot. Eluding the net. Pelly back with it at the point. He's having a day. He ate his Wheaties this morning, I hear, as he sends one in front. Off a defender back to the point. Carlson will get there, but not in time, though. Penguins will regroup at center. The diminutive Carlson will weave in by himself. Goes to the backhand. Can he finish? Just couldn't. He was crushed from behind with a cross check. Sent flying to the boards.
Scary
up
play
and
there.
fine.
Scary play.
Back in the play as Ohio comes away with it. They'll gain center red and dump it in. Second period changes have been a bit of a story here. As Halliday able to gain the Ohio end again. I feel like the ice is tilted to the right here, George.
Yep. Penguins starting to get to their game here. And with the long change, if they could build some momentum, it could really start to wear down Columbus.
This is Bolus twisting and turning as he gains the corner. I'll fire it around for Pearsall. He stops and starts. Jones now back for Bolus. Heavy shot from Bolus into the paraphernalia and held.
Another nice play there by Bolus. Throws the puck high on net, looking for the forwards to get a stick on it. And we have a face-off now to the right of the Columbus goaltender. The goaltender's right, Jeremy.
It'll be Pearsall, Jones, and Halliday with Foster and Bolus.
Looks to be Columbus making a late line change. I'm not sure whether they're trying to do line matching here or whether just trying to get fresh bodies out.
Bit of a late change allowed by the officials here for the visiting team. As we battle to the corner of the Penguin zone. Pearsall there to take the puck away and find Halliday up the wall. He's got Jones. Jones 1-on-2.
Oh, another nice play there by the Columbus D.
Excellent defensive play. Up, but kept at the point by Foster. Back behind looking for Jones. It'll come up the boards in front of the Penguin bench to be taken over by Pearsall. Penguins will regroup in their own end. Foster to Pearsall. Pulling it around to defender, finding Jones, who finds the offensive end on what'll be an offside play. Just didn't quite get in fast.
Yep. Yeah, no, the Penguins, you're right here, Jeremy. We're about 5 minutes in to the second period, and Penguins have had the puck almost exclusively on the Columbus side of the ice. That's not to say that Columbus won't bounce back. 1-0 game, but so far early in the second, it's been all Penguins.
One shot away.
That's right.
As Columbus gains center red, they'll dump it in. Track gets there. Rims it around for Golnack. Golnack up to Carlson. Carlson defended well. Good gap by Gates there of Ohio.
See that chip up the boards by Golnack, Jeremy? Just love that play.
Flume takes a bit of a shoulder as Golnack controls behind. Ohio will come away with it. Darting up the right wing side. Picked off by Flume, sent back in behind for the OG. He'll get it to Carlson. Makes a move, comes out in front. He's my pick for the next one. Carlson having a great second period. I called the Beasy goal. Carlson's my next one.
You're 1 for 1.
What's the line on that? I got Zucker yesterday at a plus 250 to score and cashed in. Shot by Trax blocked. To the corner, Golnack for Carlson. Back behind. Flume spins it to the point. It's Bros. The USS Rowan Bros with a heavy shot.
Another long shift here in the Columbus zone.
Can the Penguins get a change? Maybe get away with a trip, too. Track will find Golnack. Penguins working on that line change.
Yep, they got 4 new bodies on.
And the guy with the puck's the 5th, and he controls for the Penguins. Here's Pearsall up for Pelly. Pelly across to Chappie. Chappie all the way across for Pearsall. Just couldn't control the rolling pass there. He'll gain it and try again. Here's Chappell. Across the line like a young Gonchar. Leaving it for Pelly, but it'll be picked off by Ohio and wedged back into the Pens end where they'll get a change. Halfway through period 2. As it comes off of Brenneman, it'll still be icing.
Jeremy, let's talk about Owen Golnack's game so far. Okay, so thus far, a couple really strong back checks. In fact, a back check that led to an icing for Columbus. You see on that shift a couple nice plays off the boards, and then at the end of that shift, he maintained possession in the far corner, allowing the entire Penguins group on the ice to make a fresh line change. It's those little things that he does and so many of these Penguins players do that really make this team so special.
As we get a false face-off here. Face-off to the right at Calabre's near side. We want to thank everybody for joining us here on Cine TV. Obviously, subscribe to us here on YouTube. You can also find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. As well as the .com, cinetv.com. Yes, cinetv.com, the #1 searched for site on Google yesterday in my house. As the Penguins are offside at the line.
I didn't know we had a website.
Yeah, cinetv.com. It's where you can find your Cine TV apparel.
What if I wanted to get some merch? Would I be able to get it there?
cinetv.com, merch store.
Okay.
#1 gift at Christmas.
Do you recommend anything in particular?
I have the Q-Zip. Big fan, big fan. T-shirts are big, but maybe our best seller, the toque. As Jones gets it to the Ohio end. We've said that a lot. As Halliday controls along the wall. Just putting on a clinic of body position here by Halliday. Outnumbered by Ohio, and they'll come away with the puck. As they try to spring it forward. A planned play there, it looked like. Battle in the corner, and they get the wing streaking up the ice. It'll just be out of his reach a little bit too far for Baxendale.
That was 71 Baxendale for Columbus. He's dangerous, and you see him there sneaking behind the defense. You saw his speed on display. Could that be part of the strategy here to try to get a quick strike for Columbus? Maybe.
As Carlson takes the face-off forward for a shot that just misses the near side. Jones to it along the boards. Back in front for Carlson. Look at that footwork. Arthur Murray Dance Studio paying off for the Carlsons. Second best dancer in the house, I hear, behind, of course, Allie. As Foster tosses it in behind. Carlson faking one way, controlling the other. Cross ice feed to Jones. Able to wrist one just wide of the cage.
Nice pinch there by Bolus.
Want to see the Penguins hit the net a little more, maybe.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. It's the big man in front. The birthday boy. He recently celebrated a birthday. Lucas Jones with the backhander, able to swipe it in front, and he's not a play. He just crushes a lot. Lucas Jones makes it 2-0 Penguins.
It wouldn't be a Penguin game without a Lucas Jones goal, Jeremy. He knows where to go. Where did he get it from? Right in front. Uses that big frame, that hockey IQ. He's always in that right spot at the right time, and he knows what to do with it. 2-0 Penguins.
You know what's huge? The next goal, George.
Yep, well, that's true. I was thinking something else, but
The next goal is huge.
Yeah, the next goal is a big one. You know, I like to say that, but 3-0 feels better than 2-1.
Yes. Yes. As Golnak dives in. Right wing side. You got to give credit to Ohio defensively in their own end and goaltending so far, and this one's been excellent.
Yep, they haven't given up too much.
No.
There's been some possession, but not a lot of those grade A chances.
Right. As Bros controls in the Penguin zone. Rolling puck at center will find its way into the Penguin end. Dumped in as the Jackets look for a change. Track to the puck. Up for the OG. In front for Pearsall. Just a bit out of his reach. It'll be controlled by Ohio back to the Penguin line. Baxendale down the wing. Defended by Bros as he shoots one wide. Arm raised. I think the Penguins are going to get a penalty here.
Interesting. Bros. Oh, they're saying
they're going to call a trip.
Okay.
All right, I like that. Stick into the feet area.
Jeremy, in that last line change by Columbus, you saw Calabrese. He was actually yelling to his teammates, go, stretch, stay up the ice. He saw, as the goaltender with the ice in front of him, he saw a potential quick strike for the Penguins, an opportunity. You love to see that communication from the back end. Is that something that you talk to Squish about?
I do. I don't think he's loud enough for anybody to hear him.
Okay.
Now, Squish not nearly as good as Rylan at recognizing those things. But you're right. Rylan, very communicative in the back, and it's something all goaltenders need to let their team know when they're screened or when there's opportunities. And when you can read opportunities as a goalie, that's awesome. As Brenneman stood up at center, and they're going to even things up here. Interference the call. These refs, I think, have done a very good job. Nothing wrong with the calls being made, and also nothing wrong with the calls not being made, as they've let the physicality go to the extent that I think it should be at this age.
It's been pretty consistent, right?
And consistent to both sides. Rubbing allowed along the boards. That's what you asked for.
Rubbing is racing, Jeremy.
Rubbing is racing. As it's 4-on-4 action for 1 minute and 12 seconds. I think costs about $1,200. As it's rimmed around by Ohio. Picked off by Carlson. Penguins setting up in the Ohio zone. Might there be a little bit more room? Ohio's done a great job of preventing high-end scoring chances thus far. Could the Penguins take advantage of, they already have a power play goal. Could we see some 4-on-4 love?
That's right. A lot of open ice for both teams to make plays here.
Pelly and Chappell combined. Back to Pelly.
Love it.
Potential 4-on-2 here for the Penguins as Capelli gains the line. Leaves it for Carlson. It's just out of his reach. And now the Penguins center iceman playing defense as Pelly back pressure. There's that Penguin defense. We saw it from Bolus, now Pelly.
Yep.
As the Penguins fire back the other way, here's Brenneman weaving in. Chappie in front for Carlson as the Penguins get a line change. At least part of one. Carlson and Pelly still out there as Bolus controls at the blue line. Over for Pelly. Back for Bolus. Carlson stepping off as Bolus hammers one towards the cage that's blocked. That'll leave a mark. Bolus again. Pelly. Now Bolus. Penguin penalty over. 15 seconds with the man advantage. As coming off the bench. Was that Halliday? It was Jimmy Halliday with an absolute piss missile.
Yep, and you know what you saw there, Jeremy? The Penguins established the zone time. The power play was only about 15 seconds long, but the Penguins were able to create the possession, create the zone time, and you saw Bolus to Pearsall to Halliday, who comes right down Main Street and rifles one into the upper right corner.
And we were able to bring you that replay. Jimmy Halliday. Off the bench, right down Main Street, the Penguins lead by a field goal.
You said the next goal would be huge.
Huge. As the Penguins defense controls at the line. About 3 minutes to play here in the second. In behind the Ohio net to be pressured by Pearsall. Another power play goal for the Penguins. That's a pair, 2 of the 3 special teams coming into play here.
They spent about 20 seconds total on the power play, and they have 2 goals.
Yeah. As it's in front for Jones. He'll backhand one. Bouncing puck. Rebound in front. Great job by the goaltender to get a mid on it.
Yep. I think the next few shifts here are going to be very important, Jeremy, for Columbus. They want to get out of this period, not giving up any more damage.
They want to get out of their zone right now.
Yep, that's right.
It's been a tough second period. It stuck in their end a lot.
Yeah. But I think if they can get to the intermission here, 3-0, rally the troops, I think you could see a big third period for them.
Foster and Bolus play catch at the blue line as it's wedged into the Ohio end. They'll counterattack. It comes off of it. Skate out at center. Here's Brenneman looking for Carlson, who just had it roll off of his stick. He'll track it in behind the Ohio net. Rimmed around by the Jackets, but controlled by the Penguins. From the blue line to the area in the opposite corner. Here's Foster now at the blue line. Back for Carlson in the corner. Leaving it for Brenneman. Brenneman and Carlson will team up. There's Costa with the support and a heavy shot towards the cage. Working as Carlson tries to use the body to get control. It'll be wedged out of the Ohio zone by the Jackets, and they'll come to the Penguin end. All the way to the corner, and we get a body.
Look at Ryland changing. He reads the play.
And we're going to a penalty called here. Calabrese taking off up the ice, and a tripping call in the corner, getting the stick into the feet of the Penguin defender. And the Penguins, and I don't think Ohio's happy about this. The Penguins head back to that Seven Fields Wealth Management power play.
Yeah, 1:16 left in the second, and the Penguins are going to spend the remainder of the period shorthanded.
Possibly.
We'll see. We will see. You see the Columbus coach actually talking to the player in the box, instructing. You love to see that, the coaching, the instruction about maybe what he could have done differently.
Track with it. Centering feed, looking to go D to D. It's picked off. Jackets with some shorthanded action here. Trying to get it towards the cage, defended well by Burrows. And Columbus happy to see time running off this man advantage as it comes in front off of Calabrese. Picked up by Golnick, coming back heavily. Penguins on the rush with the man advantage here as Pearsall comes down, finds Golnick between the legs before fanning on what was going to be a missile. And cleared by Columbus all the way into the Penguin end. We'll get an icing.
Good 30 seconds of power play time there for the Penguins with a few scoring chances. And it's just interesting to see. The Penguins will try to set it up. Sometimes they'll try to score off the rush. They can really find a lot of different ways to beat you. By the way, speaking of elite plays, Ashley Flume, one of our biggest fans, just walked by the Cine TV booth. Jeremy, did you see his mustache?
I did.
It was glorious.
Remind me of Diamond Jim.
Yep, just some elite facial hair there from Ashley Flume. We appreciate him stopping by.
I thought it was Burt Reynolds at first. Then I saw the red hair. And, of course, Roman.
Yep.
Also sporting a beautiful mustache. As Burrows works the point on the man advantage. Down to the half wall for a shot from Halliday. He's trying five-hole. Almost found it.
Nice play by Burrows there at the center point. He had the puck. He held it for a minute. Almost wound up like he was going to shoot it on net. That drew the defender to him. Tossed it down the boards to Halliday, who then had extra time and space because of the play by Burrows.
17.5 to play here in the second period. Near side face-off. Penguins still with the man advantage. 2 for 2 thus far on the power play. As Jones gets it back to Burrows. Great poise again. Now Halliday. Rolling puck in front will be cleared by Ohio. And that'll probably do it for the second period here. As that horn will tell you, the period has ended. The Penguins getting 2 more to take a 3-0 lead here into the third period. George, what have we seen so far?
Jeremy, I think we saw a first period that was relatively even. Both teams got a lot of scoring chances really both ways. A second period, though, was a much different story. You see the Penguins really control the game in that second period. And we're going to see if Columbus can push back. Is this going to be the Columbus period? So I think I think certainly a solid team, and we'll see what the boys are made of here in period number 3.
We mentioned this building used as an armory. Here's a beautiful picture of the building used for its original purpose. The Hunt Armory here in Pittsburgh. We'll ask, maybe Mr. Foster will give us a pan around of the building. We'll hide the image here for you, but just a neat framework. Reminds me of Yost Arena at Michigan. Obviously a little smaller, but with like the windows up top and the arched kind of structure that they have in there, with just a really unique, building from the inside. And what a great idea. I mean, this massive space. What better to put in a space this size than a hockey rink?
That's right.
So,
Jeremy, your out of town scoreboard. The Philadelphia Hockey Club tied the Mid-Fairfield 2011 team this morning.
Oh, so, wonderful.
Great performance there by Coach Beach, tying Mid-Fairfield, who we know is just a spectacular opponent.
And Gene Schwartzman able to do the color last week for us as we played Philly Hockey Club. That was a lot of fun. So excellent job by the PHC guys. As a scoring chance, a 2-on-1 at one end to start the third period, but now the Penguins battling down low.
First 5 minutes of this period are going to be big.
Rolling puck here is going to be controlled by Brenneman off the skate. There's Baxendale again. Impacting all areas of the ice, 71 in white. As Pearsall fires one in. Rolling pucks loose in front. Wedged behind the net by Ohio. Chappie comes crashing down the boards to keep the puck in. Give and go off the wall. Chappie and Pearsall as it'll be swiped away and cleared. A heavy shot. Calabrese keeps it out. The rebound out in front. Pickle stabbed past the Penguin goaltender, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, nice play there by the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Penguins caught a little bit in a line change. The puck carrier, Baxendale, takes the puck down the right wing. I think it was Baxendale, threw it on net, and it just kind of handcuffed Calabrese there. Just kind of caught him right up in the middle, almost by the chest. Rebound and goal for Columbus. 3-1 Penguins. I think the scoreboard's wrong on the main scoreboard, not on the City TV scoreboard.
And the Penguins players letting them know. And the referees don't really care. Okie dokie. All right. Well, Penguins have it back in the Ohio end. We'll assume they get that corrected. Unless, did they put in a 2-point line in hockey? Not yet?
I think so. It was a money puck.
Yeah, the money puck. Third period goals count for more, maybe. As the Penguins work it deep in the Ohio end. Pearsall and Golnack teaming up. Wedged out in front. Here's Flume. Picked up by Golnack.
Nice cycle down low here by the Penguins.
It'll be worked out low to high. Just split the defenders. Calabrese out to play it. Able to get it to Bolus. Bolus to Carlson. Carlson back in front. Here's Flume. Front of the Ohio bench. He puts it up into the bench.
I said the first 5 minutes of the third period would be important, and you see that here as Columbus strikes early. And looks like the main scoreboard, Jeremy, has been corrected, so that's good. We'll see what the next few minutes bring, but if you're Columbus, you got to be happy with the start to the third period here.
So we'll reset at center ice here as the puck was fired into the Ohio bench. Puck in the Ohio end, pressured by Halliday. Behind the cage for Jones to apply pressure. It'll come all the way to the point for Track. Track will put it back to the corner. Halliday's pressure. Rolling puck. Unable to get it out in front as it's chopped behind the cage by Ohio. They'll pick it up in the corner. A center ice breakout attempt cut off by Jones. Jones in deep for a wrist shot that's blocked. Kept at the point by Track. Track down the half wall. Into the corner for Pearsall. Up the wall, here's Bros. Back in behind as we see that Penguins cycle go to work here. They control it in the Ohio zone. No big time scoring chances there, but that puck possession. As a breakout by the Penguins, picked off. In comes Ohio. Short side shot, blockered away by Calabrese, picked up by Pearsall in front. The Penguins able to clear that rebound up the wall, but it's kept at the point. Caldwell with a shot that deflects off of a skate just wide. There was that 3-inch miss we saw from Bolus earlier, Foster, I think. As the Penguins are back on the puck through center. Halliday into the Ohio zone before being turned back the other way. Penguins changing. Here's Pelly. When the Penguins change, is it called molting? Isn't that what they do when they shed feathers? I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up.
Sounds good to me.
Jen would know. Favorite animal. Dr. Evans, University of Pittsburgh, pharmacy great. As Costa darts in with Carlson. Carried behind the net. Using the vision to fire it across for a missile from Chappell that's blocked to the corner. First one there. Carlson will go back to Pelly at the point. D to Chappell. Chappell in front. Deflected puck. Rebound sits free. Penguins wedge it once, twice, and finally gets a mitt to it.
Wow, great pressure there by the Penguins team. High to low, Jeremy. The puck comes up to the point, thrown on net, and you saw all three Penguins forwards just chopping away. Brenneman in there, I think, with the last chance. Brenneman and Costa, a strong play. Looks like a set play out the faceoff.
Quick drop there. I don't know that Brenneman was set. Chappell will get it. Behind for Carlson. He tips it towards the middle looking for Costa. He's under pressure, and back comes Ohio. Ohio gaining speed and space through the neutral zone on some of these breakouts.
Yep. This is their best period so far.
Big time. And I think they've generated it by catching the puck with speed in their own end. And really, the Penguins' defense may need to back up a little sooner if they're going to come with that much speed out of their own end. I think we saw some of that on the goal, too. Bolus able to keep it in. As it's fired up off the glass, back to center, he'll control there. Over for Flume, one touching it to the line. Under pressure from Carlson. Twisting around with the puck.
Carlson relentless on that forecheck.
Rolling puck. Here's Flume pressure. He couldn't get control, and back comes Ohio. To the Penguin line, Bolus controls to Foster. They play catch. Back for Foster in front of the Penguin cage. He'll go up the wall for the OG. All the way across to Carlson. Carlson gains the line. Onside. I don't think that was onside.
Oh, boy.
I think the Penguins may have gotten a call there.
No. Penguins got away with one there. Jeremy, you've heard me say it a few times today. Tyler Bolus makes another nice play in getting the puck out of his own D to D. Just very composed. You see him on the ice now at the left point. Just making great plays. Really the whole game with the puck on his stick.
That play, I think the referee couldn't see the puck. If you look, I know Carlson's not a big body, but he had the referee shielded from where that puck was, and his body was in the zone, but the puck wasn't quite yet. So I think it was a bit of a hidden puck trick there by Carlson.
He's sneaky.
As the Penguins keep it in front of the Ohio bench. Rolling puck will be picked up by the Jackets. To the Penguin line where they chop it in. Golnak gets there. He'll be under pressure, so he'll bank it behind the cage for Bolus, up for Pearsall. Just behind him, twisting with it, and Ohio will take over at the line, keeping it on sides. Driving to the corner before being knocked away by the Penguins. Pearsall goes up high. It's kept in front of the Penguin bench, though.
Yep, scramble in front of the Penguins bench. We'll see who comes out with it.
Penguins good support. Ohio good support. 4-on-3. It'll be Ohio coming away with it. Heavy shot off of Calabrese and uses the stick to clear the rebound himself.
Here comes Golnak.
He didn't quite gain the line. They'll say he did. Dumped into the Ohio end. Penguins complete a change. Ohio will gain the line and dump it behind the Penguins' net. Track back for it. Opposite corner for Bros. Wedging up the near side wall. Great breakout by Halliday. Up for Carlson, in for Jones. Jones in on sides. Has Carlson going with him as he fires a backhander. Carlson cutting to the middle there. Jones had the shooting lane. Good choice. Little back pressure, and they're going to raise the hand. Jones is going to head off.
Yeah. Well, with 7:25 to go, Jeremy, are we going to say this is really one of the biggest moments of the game where Columbus looking for that next goal, looking to make it a one-goal game? They're going to use this power play here as their chance to do so.
So it looks like Gates, you mentioned Denny. It looks like we have Baxen, Delacantus on the other side for Ohio. The Penguins are going to deploy Bros and Track, Halliday, and Carlson, your 4 penalty killers. And, of course, the most important penalty killer, the masked man, Rylan Calabrese.
Yep.
As Ohio controls is this Gates skating around? The Gates 500 as he makes his way around the offensive zone.
Jeremy, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Owen Golnack on this penalty kill.
Oh, heavens. Track had Halliday flying up through center. We almost had a short-handed breakaway. Great block there by the Ohio forward. Yes, Golnack, a penalty-killing dynamo.
Yep. And a factor all over the ice today.
In comes Ohio for a shot off the iron bar and coming the whole way through the crease.
Calabrese didn't see it until the last minute. The Columbus player shot that through a screen.
As they're back with it, rolling puck in front, wedged towards the cage, defended well by Track.
My goodness, great pressure here from Columbus.
25 seconds left with the man advantage as they get somebody coming right down Main Street again. And the Penguins defense there to take it away. And they'll ice.
Yeah, good play there. Halliday extended shift. And you like to see him getting that puck deep. We'll take the face off in our own zone, no problem. But
you mentioned Golnack. I like this choice too. Brenneman, the Honey Badger on the PK.
Absolutely.
For these last 10.
Another player who's just been everywhere today.
You're going to have a hard time with the players of the game in this one.
That's right. If you're tuning in, stay tuned after the game for the Commodores' 3 stars of the game. No shortage of choices today.
As the puck splits the Ohio defense, that should do it for the Ohio man advantage as we wind inside of 6 minutes to play here in third period. Ohio controls in their own end. Brenneman picks it off and fires it back in. As we have a bit of a wrestling match here at center.
You see Chappell there? Looked like the Penguins forward. Maybe the player was taking some liberties. Chappell comes in and flexes a little muscle there, lets him know, hey, you're not going to do that to my teammate.
Like Steven Adams in the Grizzly game last night to Shannon Sharp.
That was something.
Here's Pearsall. There's that low to high, trying to spread the Jackets out. The Jackets send one guy up towards the top as they pack that middle. Pressure by Brenneman in deep. Now Pearsall will follow on, tapping it back behind for Brenneman. A potential give and go with Costa that's picked off. Back for Pearsall. Up to the point, here's Pelly.
I love seeing that puck low right now, Jeremy. Beneath the goal line is where we want it.
As a high fly ball by Chappie. Boy. A tricky play there. I love it. Like a Murphy dump in on net.
That was something. That was something. And, you know, with 4:56 to go in the third, you see the Penguins, they weren't trying to get too fancy there. They were just keeping that puck, cycling it, keeping it down low, below the goal line. Nothing bad's going to happen, Jeremy, when the puck's behind the other team's net.
Near side draw for Carlson. He'll go to Bolus at the point. Back to the half wall for Carlson. Chipped further. Here's Flew. Flew back to the corner. Here's Carlson. Point for Bolus. D to D for Foster. He'll go right back like you safe play. No block, breakaway, none of that.
No, that's perfect.
And now Ohio comes back, but there's 3 black-clad Penguins in the way. Carlson down the wall.
Look where the puck is. Down low.
Pinned against the boards. It's Flume in support. Penguins will be happy to take a scoring chance, but not at the expense of one the other way.
That's right.
OG with the back pressure forces the turnover to Foster. Foster to Bolus. Bolus. Down the boards he flies. Flume covers that defensive spot as Bolus twists into the offensive zone.
Nice play by Bolus to keep it deep. He gets back to his point.
He teams up with Carlson and Flume to cycle along the wall near side. Carlson uses stick, uses skate, uses everything to keep it in. Bolus at the point. Back for Foster all the way back to the corner again. And Ohio pinned in here.
Just dripping time off the clock.
Carlson going for a change. Penguins will get a new center. Flume as well as Bolus crunches down the boards. Plenty of Penguins back as the Penguins defenseman keeps it in. And now they're able to clear. Ohio looks to get a change as Halliday gets there. Halliday in the Penguins end has it knocked away. He'll get right back on it.
Strong play by Jimmy.
Up for Jones. Jones back to Halliday. Halliday to the corner. Carrying around behind the net. If he was on his forehand, I think we would have seen that get picked up.
Yep, I think so too.
Rose, great job to rim it around. Even better communication as Jones and Pearsall talk it over, and a heavy shot from Jones goes up and over. Field goal's up and good, but it doesn't count in hockey. As another centering feed for this time across for Halliday. Rejected by Ohio up to the Penguin line. Here's Track. Up the wall, Halliday has it taken away. Onside play dumped into the Penguin end. Here's Bros. 2.5 to play. Bros up the outside to Jones. Jones onside at the line. In front, Halliday wedges it to the middle. Backhand this time, and the rebound just missed the twig of Carlson.
Boy, Jimmy strong on the puck today, Jeremy.
They battle in behind. Here's Jones. Jones and Halliday. It'll be Jones coming away with it. Right out in front. I think he just wiped out on his way in was Carlson. Bros will keep it the point. Down low, Halliday sends it in front. It deflects up and through the crease.
Columbus really struggling to get the puck out of the zone right now.
It's been about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
They've had an excellent third period, but the Penguins have really kind of pinned him in this last third. As here comes Brenneman.
Oh, boy.
He's ridden to the board.
Dangerous play there along the boards.
Carlson will come away with it. It rolls off of his stick. Counterattack. Here comes Columbus.
1:20 left.
Well, we see a goalie come out. We've seen last week no goalie pull.
Sometimes for the rankings, they want to keep the differential close.
Puck dumped in by Ohio. I think we're going to see the same thing. 3-1 game. They'll leave the netminder in. All the way up. Chappie was looking for Pearsall. It just goes off of his stick. No. It definitely hit his stick. But they're going to call icing.
57 seconds.
Now we might see the nope. Did we see it?
No, they're not.
Nope.
They're not going to do it. I think they're trying to keep that score close. I understand. I get it, but
I don't.
I don't like it.
It's about wins. You play to win the game. Chappie. In the corner, here's Pearsall up for Costa. Costa looking for Brenneman as a rolling puck eludes the Penguin defenseman. Here comes Ohio in danger, but it'll be an offside play.
Penguins just trying to get that puck out of their zone, right? Can they kill off that last shift, Jeremy? Just put the puck in deep, grind away. That's going to be the strategy here, I think.
Puck controlled by Ohio off the draw, pressured by Costa. Pearsall at center. The clock's not running.
40 seconds to go, and the clock is stuck.
The referees are counting the game down now.
There we go.
As Pearsall will gain the Ohio end. Costa on the forecheck.
Got some bonus hockey here today. That was about 20 seconds, I would say.
As a shot comes in on Calabrese, he'll stick it to the outside. Rolling puck picked up by Flew. Nice play to Bolus. able to exit the Penguin zone. He's under pressure.
Nice
Penguin
play.
controlling in their own end. Here's Foster. Want to see an F3 back a little bit on that play.
Yep.
As Flume darts in. Taken away to the corner for Golnack, and the Penguins will come away with a 3-1 win here from historic Hunt Armory. And we're going to be back here. We're going to be back here at 5:40.
I think so.
Tonight,
Yeah,
here
right.
in the Cine Oven. We're going to bring you another game here from the marvelous Hunt Armory within the city limits of Pittsburgh. So do me a favor, join us then. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. You can even set up alerts. Find us on cinetv.com. Find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We're going to throw it over to the Commodore for today's Commodores 3 stars of the game.
Jeremy, a lot of great choices here for the Penguins, but number 3, third star of the game for the Penguins, number 53, Owen Golnack, the OG, just a factor all over the ice, back-checking, forechecking, great line changes, just so many great things. Number 2, for the Pittsburgh Penguins, number 19, Jimmy Halliday. Not only did Jimmy get on the score sheet with a goal, but really was a factor all over the ice, was strong, was winning battles, those little things that make the team win, Jimmy was doing today. And the number 1 star of the game for the Pittsburgh Penguins, number 92, Tyler Bolish. You heard me call his name time and time again today, Jeremy. Making great plays, composed plays in the offensive zone, making great plays in his own defensive zone. Just a spectacular game and really an example of how you can see a defender control the game from the back end.
Tyler Bolish, your player of the game. His parents will be lucky enough to get a free consultation from Seven Fields Wealth Management for his player of the game performance here today. Thanks for joining us here on Cine TV.